faked out. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Their own 21-yard line. Space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Here's Heineke. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Running left, here's Mitchell. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Another run with Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. This is Samuel. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That is caught. And he is out of bounds. before. He's inside the 30. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Purdy now on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Purdy tosses out wide, complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This one into the hands of Pitts. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He's got it to the 43 here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Heineke's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Heineke. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Heineke. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
An outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the 2nd field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Purdy now to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 34 yards. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Heineke on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Heineke. And his throw here's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Heineke to throw it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll throw again. Heineke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Samuel. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Purdy from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion right is Osborne. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 32 that time. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Falcons 17.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.